name's Angelica. I am the owner of Stitch and Resin Creations. I like totally had a brain fart for a second there. And this video is going to be 10 free items I found on Instagram. So exciting! I will go over what I thought about each item, if there's anything I didn't like about it, will I do it again, do I recommend it, how long it really took me, yeah, so we'll go over each one, and I will put every person's handle down in the comments, and yeah, I'll also probably put it up here for everyone to see. So I picked a bunch of free crochet patterns that I had on my Instagram page, and I did it and I put it in a wheel and I spun the wheel. So so let's jump over to the wheel. So the first 5 patterns is going to be the sweater bear, the strawberry dragon, the mini sprout, the strawberry plant, and the moon duck. So the sweater bear is by cozyfriendcreations. Free pattern on Instagram. So here she is. So you got this cute little bear that's about the size of my hand, a little shorter. Has a really big head and has this cute little sweater, which I guess is what the sweater bear is. It's a cute little sweater. So this pattern was easy, pretty easy. It all came in pieces. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. All these had to be sewed on after the fact. Even this was 9, so I forgot about the mouth. So that's 9 pieces. All had to be sewn on individually. I decided to do embroidered eyes, which just gave her a cute little face. I didn't like how big the face is. I felt like there was an extra 1 or 2 rounds that wasn't really necessary. I feel like her face is very long. I mean, I could have easily made a mistake and maybe added an extra round in there, but I don't think I did. So yeah, I mean, she's a easy. I think this one took me probably an hour to an hour and a half maybe to do, because it just had a lot of parts to sew on. So here she is. Will I do this pattern again? I don't know. Like I said, I really don't like how the face turned out. Like, I felt like there was an extra round. I might just do it again just to see if it was my fault that I added an extra round by accident, or if it was the pattern. But it is cute. So there you go. The next one on the list, let's see. I don't have it in the right order on my paper, so just give me 1 second to look it up. Let's see. Alright, so the next on the list is the Strawberry Dragon. Here she is. She's this cute little snout, kind of like short, like snouted dragon. This took me, I think this took me the longest. So it definitely took me 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. But I think it turned out really cute. At first, the snout kind of looked kind of piggish. I didn't like the snout at first, but then like once you do everything and you put the eyes and everything together, it really like turned out how it's supposed to. The ears were sewed on separate, the wings were sewed on separate, and the feet were sewed on separate. So yeah, I mean the body from the beginning to the end is one piece. So you had one big piece, and then you had to sew on the feet, and then the ears, and then the wings, and then you had to put this embroidery on. But I think she turned out really cute. I definitely would do this pattern again. It was easy to follow. I didn't think I was anything I was confused about. 2-hand, I would say, from the tail to the top, 2.5 hands. It's a cute little, I probably will sell this for $20. I really like it. I like how the legs are sticking off to the side. It kind of makes it where it's fluting. It's like a little fluting dinosaur dragon. Next on the list was the mini Sprout. So next on the list is the mini Sprout. I found this one is called Sprouty the Plant Pot, because I actually couldn't find the mini Sprout that I originally wrote down. I mean, it's probably there somewhere, but maybe it didn't have a name, or I don't know, I just couldn't find it again. But I have a lot of saved posts, so it just was hard for me to find it. So I just chose this one. It's called the Sprouting the Plant Pot. Sprouting the Plant Pot by blossommooncrafts. It was really simple. This one, out of all 10 items, was... Oh, I was going to say it was the fastest, but I forgot about one of these items. But it was one of the quickest ones. I decided to put safety eyes in this one. So you got this cute little pot, and then you got the dirt and the little sprout on top. It was really easy, quick to do. I would say 30 minutes probably. This will be a nice little $5 item that you can do. I mean, usually my $5 items are not this big, so I might actually ask for like 8 maybe, or I might just keep it at 5. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, this only took me 30 minutes. It was quick, easy to do. You don't want to stuff it too much because then this bottom will stick out and then it won't stand up. So you gotta remember not to stuff it too much. But yeah, it's just a cute little desk buddy for someone. You can just put it on the desk and you just be happy enjoying yourself. Yep. Alright. Next on the list was the strawberry plant. I found the strawberry plant, I clicked it and I thought it was a free pattern, but it is not. I had to buy it off of Etsy, so I took it out of this item. So we're not doing the strawberry plant, as you saw in the video before. So I didn't realize it wasn't a free pattern. So moving on, we're doing the Moon Desk plushie by Cozy Mountain Crochet. And look at this guy. He's so cute. The little sleepy eyes. He was really easy to do. You made these two things separately, and then you sewed it, crocheted it in as you were closing the moon. This was also a pretty quick make. It was maybe 30 minutes, so maybe just over 30 minutes. So yeah. So with this one, I wish I had moved the feet maybe here and here instead of over all the way over here. But he sits really nice, comfily on someone's desk. Another little desk item or someone on his shelf. He looks like a sleeping moon. She's adorable. I really love this. It was an easy make. I'll definitely recommend this to someone. Alright, so I probably would sell this for $12, I think, would be a good option. Right, so we're going to go back and run the next 6 options on the wheel. So let's jump over there real quick and look at what's next on the next 6 patterns. So our next 6, which will bring us up to 10 patterns, is Caterpillar, Cuddly Frog, Butterfly, Peep the Little Chick, Bingo the Possum, and Duckflower. Okay, so the next 6 patterns, as you can see, I'm going to be doing the Caterpillar, Chunky Froggie, Butterfly, Peep the Chick, and then I had to roll it 1, 2, 3 more times before I got a new pattern. Bingo the Possum, and then Duck the Flower. So, we are going to start with Caterpillar. So the Caterpillar by jnkcrochet, I think it is, or jnkcrochet. So here she is. Look how cute she is. She's about just a little bigger than my hand. She's cute, easy to go. Look at these cute little antennae, I mean. Cute little smile. I did save the eyes, and I did her in go. You just made a bunch of noise. I'm gonna have to delete the photos I just did. Okay, so I did her in Burnett Mystic. So each color is Burnett Mystic. So you got the pinks and blues and orange and purple. And I just thought that'd be so cute. The only thing is that your tension, sometimes to put the feet, the tension was just a little different than what it says in the pattern, which he does say that your tension may need to be fixed for the feet. So I kind of just put them where I could. So it almost looks like she's walking. Like the one side's a little higher than the other side because this was like the beginning and end of each round. So, but it's cute. I would definitely, this took me a little over 30 minutes. But telling you the truth, I probably wouldn't sell her for more. I might sell her for 12. She might be another like 10 or 12 item. I don't know, I have to decide. She was just so easy to do, but she did take a little bit of time. And for the life of me, I couldn't get her eyes to line up. It's like, but I think it gives her character. It's like one size further than the other, which is almost like tension, but I don't know if it's because of tension at the very beginning like this, but it's in the same stitch. It's the same amount of distance apart, but it still looks a little lopsided. So, I don't know about that, I know. So I'll probably end up selling it for $10. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Alright, so next on the list was the Chubby Froggie. This pattern is the Craft Hop. I think that's what that says, Craft Hop. So here he is adorable. Look at that. I love the eyes that I chose. They're just nice gold sparkle eyes. So the body was one thing, and then I had to sew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items onto him. So he was a little bit of a sew, which I like the ones where everything's like built in. But he turned out really cute. I had to put his legs just a little bit further apart because of the yarn I'm using. This is Sweet Snuggles. And this yarn, like, it's way thicker. I wanted to make a bigger frog. But look at that derpy smile. I think he's adorable. He was easy and probably would have been a quicker make if I did it in normal yarn instead of Sweet Snuggle. Sweet Snuggle likes to break when you're trying to sew it. It's annoying. And just how thick it is. Also, I probably could have used a bigger hook and then it wouldn't have been as tight. But yeah, I think he turned out really cute. The pattern was easy to follow. I definitely recommend this pattern if you don't mind sewing the pieces on. But yeah, I might sell him for $20. I think he was just, he was quick. It didn't take me very long. I can't remember exactly how long it took me. It might have took me an hour because of having to sew everything on. And how pain in the butt it was with it constantly breaking and having to use new string or new yarn. And he has really cute eyes. Just the eyes itself looks like, I don't know. May 18. I might sell him for 18. I might sell him for 20, and then if he doesn't sell, then I'll probably bring him down to 18. But I don't think I would go any lower than 18. He's a chunk. He's a chunk. Alright, so the next pattern on the list was the butterfly. So I clicked on that pattern and it wasn't like a free pattern in the sense where it was already posted to Instagram. You had to like message her, like, I think it was like fly, and then she was supposed to send you it through her messages back to you, the free pattern. I have still not received the messages back. So the pattern in my messenger. I still haven't received it. So I decided I was just going to move on and not do that pattern after all. If she does eventually send it to me, I even looked on her website and her link tree to see if it might be there as a free pattern, but I couldn't find it. So it might be something I have to pay for in the future if I decide to really do it. I mean, they were really cute and I wish it was something she just posted, but she didn't. So I had to skip that pattern, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the Peep, the little chick. This was made by the creator Crochet by Liza, I think. Peep, the little chick. Here she is. She's adorable. I did this in Sweet Snuggles. Was it Sweet Snuggles? It might have been the new yarn, the cozy something, once another. So I had doubts when I was making this. When I was making the body, it looked really lopsided and I was like, am I doing this wrong? Are the counts wrong? Like, I had to keep, this took me a while. This is something that should have only took me maybe 30 or 40 minutes and it took me over an hour because I had to keep frogging it because the numbers weren't coming up. I wasn't reading the pattern right. She did a lot of like, it was like 2 crochet, then decrease, do that 4 times, and then make sure you do 2 crochets at the end. Stuff like that. It was just screwing me up. And it turned out really cute. So even if a pattern doesn't seem like it's turning out the way you expect it, or it doesn't look right, but you're following the pattern, just keep going. It will turn out how it's supposed to. Most of the time. And then the little scarf, I decided to do in white, and it's just so adorable. So I do recommend this pattern. I decided to embroider the eyes, and I think that just gives it the next level of cuteness. So yeah, definitely recommend doing this pattern. Alright, so my camera died, and I had to switch over to my phone. So we were talking about the next pattern. It's Pogo the Possum, I think it's called. It's made by bypinktomatocrochet. Look how adorable this is. So this took about less than 30 minutes or just under 30 minutes. And an easy market make, quick and easy, and I can tell he's gonna be popular. So I was selling for $10. He's just a little too big for a $5 item, but he was easy to make. The only thing I had to sew, well, I didn't even really have to sew it on, I crocheted it. So you start from the nose and then you crochet until you close. And these are bobble stitch feet, and then you come in and you crochet in the tail. And then the same thing here, you crocheted in the ears. So nothing was sewed, it was all crocheted on. It was really easy pattern to follow, and it turned out really cute. I totally would make more of these. So yeah, I was selling for $10. Next is the Duckflower by the Teddy Kingdom. And here it is. I did not expect how small it was going to be. I was making the body and I was like, whoa, this thing's so small. But a quick and easy make. Took 20 minutes, I think, less than 20 minutes. So cute. Bobble stitched in, and this is just sewed on. The flower hat was made separately and then sewed on. Like you made the hat, and then you made a stem, and then you sew the stem into the hat, and then the hat onto the duck. Duck, right? Yeah, duck flower. And then you just did quick beak embroidery and a quick little eye embroidery. He's so cute. This one would be something I would charge $5 for. It was quick and easy make, and I definitely would make more of these, and this would be a $5, one of my $5 items. It would be in my $5 item bucket. So yeah, less than $20, sell $5 for it. So he's really cute. So because I couldn't do the butterfly, I didn't have a pattern for the butterfly, didn't receive it in through Messenger, I had to find another pattern. I didn't want to type everything back into the little wheel and then spin it, and I was just being lazy. So what I did, I just scrolled through all my patterns, and I was like, well, let me just find something I can do real quick and want to do. And actually, my husband picked this out. He was like, why don't you, because I was going to do something else and I can't even remember what it was anymore, and then this pattern was right next to him. My husband was like, why don't you do that gecko pattern? And I was like, well, I guess so. So this is called Slick the Salamander. Okay, so it's a salamander, not a gecko. By, I think it's, I'm really bad at names, so it's lolly.may.crochet. So I made, this was another quick item. So what you do is you make the whole body and you close, and then you have to make the feet, and I sew the feet on, and then do the little spot embroideries, and I decided to do embroidery eyes. And then you're supposed to do, like in this color, little like rings, but because I did embroidered eyes, I didn't think it would look good. If it was safety eyes, it would probably look good, because safety eyes stick out a little bit more. So I just decided not to do the rings. The only thing that I don't like about this is how small the feet are. They're only 4, like a 4 stitch around, and you had to work in that 4 stitch around the whole time. And it was starting to hurt my hands, and it drove me crazy because it was harder to like turn inside out. I know some people probably wouldn't turn it inside out at all, but I thought that was kind of people. So it was really hard when it's really tight and there's only 4 to turn it inside out. It was starting to hurt my hands, so what I did was I did 5 stitches around instead of 4, and that still hurt my hand, but a little less, and I was able to turn them inside out and then sew them on. So that's the only downside of this, is how small these are, and you have to sew it in instead of like crocheting it in. So, but it was a quick, easy pattern. I would say it took 30 minutes. So this is another easy, quick market make that, I don't know, the size makes me not wanting to sell it at $5, even though for how long it took me. Because see, here's the duck, and then here's the salamander. So the salamander is definitely twice the size almost. Yeah, I would say twice the size. So you gotta really think about it. I mean, if I'm selling this for $10, I would say it's about the same. Especially with the fatness of this one. I might end up selling it for $8, but not this one. My daughter really loves this one, so this one's hers. I'm going to have to make more, but I think I'm going to end up selling these for $8. So yeah. So like, she loved it so much she took it in the park. It's a little bit dirty right here. I don't think you can really tell on the phone. But... So yes, this is definitely hers now. But I'll have to make some more of these. And it was an easy pattern, and I would do it again. I don't know, maybe not. I'll probably end up doing another pattern. It's just these legs, like how, like, even with the 5 stitches, it was still like hard to do. So, in a minute, okay? In a minute. I still haven't eaten dinner yet. You want to put all those in the bathtub, don't you? Alright, so those were the 10 patterns that I did. So starting with the sweater bear, the strawberry dragon, the sprout in the plant by the plant pot, the desk, the moon desk buddy, to the caterpillar, the chunky froggie, the Peep, the little chick, Peep the little chick, Pogo the Possum, I think that's what it is, Pogo the Possum, or Pogi, Pogi, I think Pogi, Duckflower, and the slick with Salamander. These are all patterns that are free on Instagram. I will post each creator and the link to these patterns in my comments. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the first video of 2026. I hope everyone had a good holidays and that are starting to get back into the groove of 2006. So yeah, the first video. And if you guys want to write down in your comments which one do you like the best, what you were crocheting while watching this video, that would be really appreciated. I hope you like and subscribe and follow me for more videos. Bye!